So Bam was sufficiently intimidated? Is that?
Thank you, Max.
You know that they're going to come at you with everything tomorrow. I mean, and this has been their MO. They lost 3 games against Milwaukee, and the 3 games after that were probably their best 3 games of that series. How much do you, no matter who's out there for them, whether Marcus comes back or not, how much do you expect them to sort of ramp up what they do tomorrow?
Yeah, I mean, it's expected in any series. You know, they're going to come out, you know, desperate to get a win, try to get one on the road. You know, no matter who's playing. So, you know, we're expecting them to come out with a lot of, you know, fire and passion, and expecting them to come out desperate to try to get one on the road.
How much, I mean, Daniel Tice said it this morning, a couple of guys said it last night, that, you know, their line was, we won 3 quarters. It was just the 3rd quarter that got away. In a weird way, can that inspire you guys too, that they feel like they outplayed you guys for 3 of the 4 quarters?
No, for sure. We didn't play our best basketball either. You know, besides that, you know, 3rd quarter where we, you know, held them like 14 points, I think it was. But I mean, other than that, you know, we didn't play our best on either end of the floor. So, you know, we watched film today, made some adjustments, and you know, we feel like we'd be ready for game 2.
Whenever a series begins, is there a kind of a feeling out moment you have early on in the games? And if there is, do you expect that to be the same with Marcus and Al potentially come back?
Yeah, I mean, really, just each game is its own game. So, you know, game 1 is you go in prepared, but you really don't know what to expect. And you know, I think as each game goes on, you start to make adjustments. You know, you start to figure out tendencies and, you know, how the other team's playing, and, you know, what they're prioritizing.
Tyler, how much would a return by Marcus Smart impact this series?
And who knows? I mean, obviously he's Defensive Player of the Year, so him being on the floor obviously brings a presence on that side of the ball, and he's a tremendous player. So, you know, him being out there was obviously, it shifts things a little bit.
And to that end, how much would Al Horford returning impact the game?
I would say, I mean, both of those guys being back, they're 2 of their, you know, 5 starters. So, you know, being at full strength, I'm sure they'll feel a little bit more confident. And, you know, we'll see when those guys get back.
And when it came to health today, Ime Udoka, the Celtics coach, was unavailable because of what they said was non-COVID illness. We don't know about Al Horford in particular. You've seen what's going on elsewhere, including Steve Kerr being out. Scott Foster, the referee, was out. What's the heightened level of concern, and what can you as players do or not do?
I mean, just control what you can control. You know, there's a lot of sicknesses going around that we can't control, but you just try to stay out the way and, you know, hope everything goes well, I guess.
Tyler, what do you think triggered that big 3rd quarter from you guys in game 1? There was a lot of talk about a discussion at halftime where you guys really just buckled down. What was that discussion like going into the 2nd half?
We're just, you know, the vets were just, you know, vocal, and you know, we know we didn't play to our best ability, you know, in the 1st half. So, you know, we just talked about it, got each other fired up, and, you know, obviously the 3rd quarter was the 3rd quarter, and that's when we were able to, you know, gain our lead.
If Jimmy can say, don't call me a scorer after scoring 41, and I think he's averaging 30 in the playoffs, if he's not a scorer right now, then what is he?
Superstar. He's doing everything, so, you know, that's what superstars do. You know.
Tyler.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Tyler, you seem to have you know, a lot of comfort as a creator, creating space when you came in that 2nd quarter. What's changed for you as this game, as you know, the competitive series moves along?
Just trying to see what adjustments they make on that side of the ball on defense. You know, if they change their coverages or they, you know, keep going with how they, you know, play through game 1. I'll just continue to be more comfortable as the series goes on, and you know, I got to do a better job to take care of the ball.
What do you remember about when Max first came to Miami? And do you remember him playing with the Celtics at all and seeing him before he got here? What do you kind of know about him before he got to the Heat?
Not really. I didn't know who Max was until he got here. But I mean, the first day he got here, he didn't miss a shot. So, you know, I knew he wasn't gonna, you know, be going anywhere. He's gonna be here for a while, and you know, he's continuing to, you know, progress every single day.
Speaking of Max, he had a moment in the game. There was a lot of moments where the crowd, you know,
got crazy. What was your favorite one? Maybe on the floor or off the floor? That happened to you guys or against you guys? Because there was a lot. There was a lot of
Last night?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I was talking to, Karan during the timeout, and we were saying, like, we just need Max to hit 1 3 and this place will go crazy. So, and I think the next time down, he came off a pin down and hit a 3, and everyone went crazy. So I think that was probably my favorite moment last night.
Do you guys listen for?
Not the Max dunk.
So,
Is Peppus like when you hear that? Is that the okay? Relax a little, or you guys still have to say a lot? Because it might have come a little early last night.
it did. I was thinking that. It was like, I think there was like 4 minutes on the clock.
3 something. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, whenever they played, I guess that's the cue that we got the W. But now we got to keep going and play till the zeros on the clock.